Hello, hello, ladies.
Hello, Auntie.
Hello.
Welcome to episode 38 of Auntie Listen. And our quote is one, remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet. Two, never give up work. Work gives you meaning and purpose, and life is empty without it. Three, if you are lucky enough to find love, remember it is rare and don't throw it away. And that quote is by Stephen Hawkins. What did you guys think of the quote?
All three of those?
All three of them, yes.
I don't know. They seem
Th-
random but useful.
they seem random, but what?
But useful. Like, yeah.
Oh, but useful. Yeah, yes.
That first one is probably the one I rely on the most. I try just, same old response to all the other ones, just being optimistic. Just it's easier to look at the thing that you're working towards than to be focusing on your current situation or what you don't have or you know.
Right,
I was hearing a
right.
conversation regarding what you just said, Auntie Marva.
Hmm?
Um, I was hearing a conversation earlier in the week. Well, earlier last week.
Mm-hmm.
Someone was saying that they feel guilty often, like um, if they feel that they're focusing too long on things that are happening in the negative for them, right? And I perked up because I often feel that too. But then I'm because like people in other countries have it so much worse, or our ancestors also, like they had the conditions that they had to live under and in. Like we don't experience any of that, but still, life is not easy, right? And the other person responded with, sometimes we hold ourselves to that. Yeah, you should not dwell, but sometimes we don't allow ourselves enough breathing room either to feel that because yes, this is the life that we are living, and it does get hard sometimes. So try to find balance. I don't know, some of you just said, just reminded me of that.
Mm, okay. Auntie Marva, take it away for announcements, please.
Okay, so we I did want to I meant to ask you this before we even started too.
Mhm.
Um Everybody, we wanted to extend our apologies that we did not have audio for the last episode because we ran out of storage space. So we apologize. My question, Auntie, was are we okay with that? Are we back up with audio?
Yeah, so when I what I mean by that is we have our live version, and then we also have the audio only
Mm-hmm.
version that
Mm-hmm.
goes up on Buzzsprout.
Yes.
But because we didn't have enough space on StreamYard, we didn't get the down we weren't able I wasn't able to download it to do the audio version.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I had to delete some of our old um videos so that we have space on StreamYard. So,
Understood. I got it. Okay. Cool.
yeah.
As a reminder, we are live. We are live. We are live. We are live. This content is for entertainment purposes only. So do remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Share to everybody. Share your friends, your significant other, your siblings, your enemies. Share them to everybody. We are on YouTube. We are on Instagram. We are on X. We are on TikTok. And leave us a message. You can go to our fans list, look up Auntie Listen, and leave us a message, and we will be happy to share your message with the audience. You can also support the channel by our affiliate links. We are on Amazon, Bath and Body Works, Target, Walgreens, Walmart, and the Great Discovery. All of these links will be found in the caption below. And yeah, we out you.
Okay. So thank you for the announcements, Auntie Marva.
You're welcome.
And did you know that unless food is mixed with your saliva, you can't taste it?
Come again, say what?
I know. That's what I said when I read it. Unless food is mixed with your saliva, you can't taste it.
So is that why our mouth water before we get ready to eat?
I didn't even think about that. But yeah, I would imagine that would be the reason,
That's interesting.
right?
So depending on what my saliva is, or oh, that determines of how I taste my food. So everybody is literally eating something different.
I didn't think about that, but yeah, I guess it would taste different for everyone else. That is so interesting. That would explain why two people can taste the same thing but have a different taste experience.
Hmm. Lord
Interesting.
God lit. Lord God lit. He lit. He lit. He out chain. He did his bit one with that one.
Yeah. So interesting. So yeah, I thought that was very interesting. Okay, so our topic this month comes from Auntie Janisha, and our topic is on platonic relationships. And as everyone knows, um, the nieces give me a topic and then I just research it. And so Auntie Janisha, I hope this is close to what you were thinking when you gave me this topic.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if you get anywhere close because I had a situation to happen, and that's where it came from. But we'll get into that later. What you got? What's coming?
Okay. All right. So we're going to start with the meaning of a platonic relationship. A platonic relationship is a close, non romantic bond between two individuals that fosters deep emotional intimacy, trust, and support without any coitus or physical involvement. So, I have a question before we
Wait, wait.
start.
So that's just friends, right? Like just
Yep,
friends.
just
Just,
friends.
just
Yep, just friends.
Okay.
No friends with benefits. No, just friends. Nothing else.
Okay.
So, okay. I've heard people say that men and women can't be friends, that there has to be some sort of romantic connection between the parties. So I wanted to ask you, and I'll start with Auntie Marva since this was your topic, Auntie Janisha, but I'll start with Auntie Marva. How do you feel about that statement, and do you agree with that statement?
Do I agree that people can have platonic relationships?
Yeah.
I have several. 100%. I've
Okay.
had them all my life.
Okay.
But it
So
takes it's all about the person. It's all about you and your willpower, and um the and or the two individuals that are involved. Um, I have. It's easy for me to have platonic relationships because I've never been promiscuous. Um, I've never been promiscuous so much so that I was a late bloomer. I can go long periods without being with someone. So, and usually that's the driving force. Some I ain't gonna say all the time, but it's usually the driving force is, that need. Um, but my friends I hold to a certain level, to a certain esteem. And so if I call you a friend, I really mean that word. I don't call everybody friend. I don't have a bunch of friends. I have a lot of colleagues, but when it comes to my friends, I don't have a bunch of those. So if I call you my friend, I really truly mean that. And my friends, I consider them like, I look at them as uh, uh, I look at them as my mom's kids. These my
Mm,
mama kids. Those are my friends. My friends, I literally look at them as those are my mama kids. Nothing more, nothing less. So and vice versa. Like my friends is my friends. Like I can and have slept in the same bed with them and nothing ever even thought about happening between us. Because these are my friends. If I give you that title, that's exactly what you is until the day we die.
right.
But again, it depends on the other person. Some people use that word so loosely. Some people use that word loosely with an agenda.
Mm-hmm.
Some people use those words in a way to where I don't know. It's just some people just some people even start out with good intentions. It's just but because they don't have that self control, they all
Right.
over there in entanglements and stuff. But I 100% agree that it can be done, that it should be done. It should be done because I get some of my best advice from my male friends. Like I can go to them and ask them a real question that could be, possibly uncomfortable that
Right.
most women probably would not feel comfortable asking another male. I can because these are my friends. We not looking at each other trying to we ain't trying to do the boogie down. We not. That's Gail child. That's my mom's child. That's my mom's child. So I'm not even looking at them like that. But we can have real weird, conversations, and I can get an honest opinion, whether I like the opinion or not. I'm open and I can receive that because it's the same way I would talk to my siblings. It's the same way I would talk to my girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Right.
yeah. There's a benefit to being there. But now on the flip side, certain relationships can be affected by that because certain individuals who may have that strong will, who may have that self-control, will enter into a relationship with a significant other that maybe either has been affected by things like that in the past or don't have that same willpower themselves and like nope, I don't trust nobody because I know how I was and this that, and the third and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So
Don't be jumping ahead. Just answer the
oh, my
question.
bad, my bad, my bad, my bad.
Auntie Johnny.
My answer also is yes. But
Okay.
again, the issue at hand, well, that the thing that happened caused me to question uh, this and people's
Okay.
intentions, which is again why I brought this. So
Right.
I'm a little hurt. I'm a little hurt, but we're gonna get there.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
So I'm sorry that you're hurt. Um, so we're gonna go over the key characteristics of a platonic relationship. And it starts with emotional intimacy. Now, when they say emotional intimacy, they mean that you share a strong bond and you understand each other's needs and provide a safe space to be vulnerable. Um, no romantic or coitus, and the foundation of the relationship is based on mutual respect and shared interests, completely devoid of physical or romantic expectations. And then the last one is acceptance. It offers unconditional support where both people feel seen and valued for who they are. So, Auntie Marva, just on these key characteristics, do you agree, disagree, or you feel somewhere in the middle?
I think I'm kind of confused because what to be seen as I fully am, like what does that mean?
So, when you're, because sometimes I feel like your partner has this specific picture of how they see you, and it may not really align with who you really are. And
Mm,
so when you do something that is quote unquote out of character with the picture that they have in their head of who you are, then they're like, you're not the person I thought you were. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
yeah,
Okay, so then, yeah, there's some possible truth to that because I have had situations that I've ran into situations like that. I've dealt with situations like that to the point to where I actually will walk into a relationship and say, "Hey, don't put me on a pedestal. I'm not perfect and I make mistakes. Leave
mhm,
room for human error for me down the line because ain't no telling when I might cut up. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I just, I mean, I've been there and it's a horrible feeling. I love, yes, admire me, love me, but leave some room for human error. Um, so that being said, uh, um, hold on one second because your grandma back there calling, y'all. Hold
Oh,
on. You
okay.
can answer.
Auntie Janisha.
Yes, my answer to that is you had asked whether I felt the emotional support and given it, whether that was reciprocated.
No, I'm asking, do what do you think about the key characteristics, and do you agree with them or do you disagree with them?
Um, I agree. I agree with those. Um, that you are able to, because like Auntie Marva was saying, as far as friendship, I hold that in a certain space, and I've learned to discuss friendship with a person. Excuse me. Um, with my significant other before they are truly a significant other, because I want a friendship in my romantic relationship.
Mhm.
And so, yes, showing up as your true self and all of the support that you give your friends, sometimes we fail to do that with our partner.
Yeah.
Sometimes our friends are just held in a different space in our hearts than our partner. We'll cross our partner before we cross our friend. So with that, yes, I expect that. I talk to them up front about that. Like, we got to be friends too. And I've
Right.
actually had men to tell me that I'm not here to be your friend. Yeah, that's automatically a no for me.
Right. Right. So
Okay.
like with Auntie Marva was saying about, people using word friends very loosely. I'm the same. I If you are my friend, you are in a totally different category because I can count my friends on one hand, but I have lots of associates, but I have very few friends. And two of those two of those are more like sisters than they are friends. So I call them my friendsters because they're my friend, but they're also like my sister. So that's the term that I came up with for them is friendster. So Auntie Marva, I saw that you came back. So do you want to finish what you were saying?
Yeah, but I think I lost my thought process just because I was listening to
Okay.
Auntie Poochie answer too, and so I don't lost it. I don't know where it went, but yeah, I guess there's some truth to that. Well, let me okay, mate, I got it. Yes, they are different. They're very much different, and yes, I am. And I don't want to say it's being pretending. I don't want to say it's, but I don't want to say it's pretending. But relationships are different between the different individuals, right? And they should be. They should be. Different characteristics, different people, different likes and interests. So yeah, they should be different. I am going to be because I want to be a friend, and I'm a goofball, and I'm an open book. I try to be. I don't know. It's hard to answer. Um, because I do want that same thing that Auntie Janisha was saying. Yes, I want a friendship within my relationship. We got to be friends within that
Right.
relationship. But it's just something about the platonic friendships that I can talk about certain. I don't know. I don't know how to answer it.
You don't know. Okay, well, maybe maybe as we get deeper into it, it'll all come together for you.
May I
Okay,
ask a question while we're on this particular question?
sure.
Because living in 2026, um, at least in my mind, in the past, when people refer to platonic relationships, although we get the definition of it, it was more or less used between men and women who were not having a romantic thing going on.
Right,
Now, because of all the reterming, defining things, um, it is men and women you could be a friend with and not
right,
have a romantic thing, right?
right.
So my follow up, my question inside of this question is, how are your female platonic relationships different? Can you show up differently with both, or do you tend to show up the same?
I'm the same.
So for me, I am me no matter who I'm interacting with. I'm me. I don't know how to be anyone else but me. So what you see is what you get. You either like it or you don't. I'm not gonna be phased either way.
All my friends think I'm a loony bin, so I think I'm the same. They all call me
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't change for anybody. I you get 100% me.
I can't say that now. I ain't gonna give because some certain friends can't take my 100% me, and I respect that. You know, because I can be a lot. and
Yeah.
I know this for myself.
Right.
I have no problem with being cuckoo for cocoa puffs, and some everybody can't handle that.
Right.
Um,
Well,
they
when I go ahead, sorry. I didn't mean
and some I've had some people like, well, why even deal with them? Well, because they balance me out. Sometimes I need those other people to be like, all right, Marva, calm down.
right.
I need that because I will go.
Well,
Hey, I have a big imagination. Let's just say that.
Yeah, and
right.
that's why I asked that question, because although I'm me all the time, there's different. It's me on a spectrum because I have so many different interests and things that I do and people I deal with. I have to show up, and I think we really all probably do that. We have to show up differently depending on, unless you only hang out with that one group or that
Right.
one or two same people. But my friends, and a lot of times I've said I don't really have friends like that, but I actually do.
Yeah.
We just don't hang out all the time like what you might consider.
Right. So when I say that you're going to get me 100%, people know um you're going to however I feel about you, that's who you're going to get. If I don't care for you, y- if you people that don't know me will just think that I'm stuck up, but people that know me, and if they say, "Oh, Destiny's stuck up," they'll be like, "No, she just doesn't like you." And she's going to treat you that she's not going to be rude to you because she doesn't like you, but she's not going to like go out of her way to talk to you. And if you talk to her, her answers are going to be very short. So that's what I say when I say you're going to get me 100%. That's what I mean.
Oh, but I was meaning like your friends though, not people. Those are outskirt people. I was talking
Yeah.
about your friends. Does your female friend, your best female friend, and your best
Hmm.
male friend,
Hmm.
they get the same person?
Yeah. You're getting me no matter what. I am me. I don't know how to be anyone else other than me. So you're going to get me based on the relationship that we have. It might look different between the two, but it's still going to be 100% me. So,
I well, okay. I would like to answer this question.
oh, go
I,
ahead.
I don't show up the same with my male friends and my female friends. With
So
my
I don't.
with my female friends, I know
Yeah.
that and I make it a point to show up um, more not confident. What's the word? More in charge of me. When I'm with my male friends, I'm a lady. I joke around and do all the things, but I allow them to move ahead. If you understand what I'm saying.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't like I will let them open the door for me, even though we don't have nothing going on. I let them be a man still, even though we are just friends. I don't expect my female friends to open doors for me. Let's just say it that.
Why? I open the door for my female friends.
No, I
Whoever
would
gets
too, but we're
whoever
both
gets
going
to
to the
the
door.
door first,
Yeah,
that's who's opening the door. My
yeah. But I don't. I will never walk ahead of my male friend and just snatch the door open. I will fall back because I know a door is coming up. He's opening the door because that's the caliber of male that I choose to be around. One that knows that he's a man all the time,
right,
not
but
just
so
the homie.
okay, right, but so why do you feel you have to be different for that? I don't understand.
Well, it's not a feeling. It's just me remembering that I'm always a lady. I'm always a female.
Okay, but you can't be a lady and a female with your female friends. I don't understand. I'm confused.
Girl, no. Mm-mm,
Absolutely.
mm-mm.
Absolutely. We are
I am a
always a
damsel.
lady and everything with them too, but I don't expect them to open a door for me. It's what you just said.
I do.
Whoever gets to the door first,
I
open
do.
the door.
I'm walking slow on purpose.
Girl, you crazy.
Hmm.
I'm on to you.
I ain't taking that nasty dough. Who? Uh-uh.
And see,
Auntie Marvin said, I
and
don't
see my
care. Man, woman,
different
child, cat, dog, you
my
opening the
wrist
thing.
is
door for me.
my
I show
wrist
up
is
very capable
broke.
when I'm with around women.
Say
But
that again,
around
what you gonna
men, it's
say?
like no, you still being a man. Like okay, let's say we were out somewhere and a bar fight jumps off. I'm
Oh,
gonna step in with her at a different pace than I would with him. If he's into it with another man, I'm not stepping between them. That's not my place. My opinion. With her, I might step between them and be like, no, no, sis, come on now, y'all. That there's a lot of different little. They're not even little in my book. They are. I'm still a woman all day long. And if I'm
Period.
with sis, she's still a woman all day long. And if I'm with bruh, he's still a grown man all day long. And I'm not gonna emasculate him, or I might even get loud with my friend girl before I'll get loud with my friend guy. That's another thing too, because
Okay.
he's the strength in the situation that everybody can see.
Sure will.
Okay. I mean, I see that. I get now that you've understand it. Yeah, I see that. But when I'm when I'm with my male friends, I I guess I don't need to remind them that I don't know. I don't know. They're just I guess because my male friends are just gentlemen to begin with. So I have no expectations from them because they are my friends. And the only expectation that I have from them is to be a friend and to treat me with the same respect that I treat them. So I guess opening the door, I don't think about it. It's That's not something that I think about.
So now pay attention, because maybe you do it unconsciously. Maybe you already do that because you just said they're gentlemen. That means they would automatically be opening that door for you, my auntie.
Well,
You
yeah,
and you're not and you just haven't thought about it ever. I've never really thought about it until this
yeah, I
conversation.
don't think about it
I
I
because
do.
know that I'm always a woman.
Hey, I am in my soft girl era to the day I die. Now I might talk like this, I might sound like your brother, but please believe. Could you open that door for me, please? Thank you. Go and get that tab, please, and thank you. Could you open this door? You better open that door. Who? Ah.
oh, that's funny. Okay, so we're gonna move on and we're gonna go to the origins. Okay, so where it comes from. The term originates from the ancient Greek philosopher Plato. While Plato's original theory focused on spiritual growth and the trans- transcendence of physical beauty, the modern definition has evolved to specifically describe a pure, deeply connected friendship free of coitus desire. So, just just talking about Plato, what do you think about Plato's theory?
I don't
Auntie,
like Play-Doh. You get all in your carpet and stuff, and I be about to beat them children behind.
uh, not not Play-Doh, plate O. Plato.
I see Johnny, you can answer.
Well, I do believe, simply because I have experienced this type of friendship, and I'm currently experiencing this type of friendship. Well, it is 2026. Between both men and women, I have platonic relationships.
Okay.
So yes, it can certainly transcend time and space, I would say.
Okay.
Physical desire that, but I have a question now. I don't know. You might want to get Auntie Marva's, and because I have a question that just made me think of something. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't know if I don't know. I gotta hold on to my seat before I can Auntie Marva's answer to the question.
Give me
Go
the
ahead.
question again. Give me the question again because I think I have a logical response, but I want to make sure I'm answering properly.
Okay, I just want to know what you thought about what Plato about his theory.
Right, that's what I'm saying. To give in it, you don't have to read the whole thing again, but give me the gist of it again.
He believes that love can transcend physical, this type of friendship love can
Yeah.
transcend physical desire and elevate the soul towards spiritual and intellectual beauty.
Yes.
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. Because iron sharpens iron. Like that. That statement is very true.
Mm. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm actually I'm experiencing something similar right now too. Um, and with someone that I never thought would be in that headspace. Auntie, can you send me that quote?
You yes, I can send it to you.
Okay, go ahead.
You want Plato's what I just read about Plato from Plato.
Yes.
Okay. Whew. You two gonna be the death of me yet. Okay. So um the romantic verse the platonic versus romantic. Stop scrolling. Okay. Many psychologists argue that there is actually just one form of love, but it manifests through different types of attraction. Love plus coitus, romantic attraction equals romantic love. Love plus platonic non-coitus attraction equals friendship platonic love. Now, just this little portion, because there's more in this, but just that little portion. Do you agree, disagree, Auntie Marva? Did we lose Auntie Marva?
I'm here. I
Okay.
zoned out a little bit. I was reading something and y'all know I got a one track mind. I'm so sorry.
Mm, mm. I'm gonna need you to focus
No,
me.
I was reading more on the term platonic. I was reading the definition of it, and then it something about that definition caught my attention, and I went down a rabbit hole real quick. And I'm so sorry. I'm back.
Okay.
Auntie, give us the skinny of what you just said.
Are you talking to me?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Auntie Destiny, give us the skinny of the what you asked.
Oh, okay. So, do you agree with what the psychologist is saying? They are saying that there's only one form of love, but it can manifest through different types of love. So, do you agree or disagree?
If it's manifesting, isn't that more than one form? Who are these
Yeah, I
people?
was about to say
I
that's
don't even make no. They just want to sound smart.
oxymoron,
Everyone,
head space,
who is this joker?
oxymoron head there.
Good
so,
Lord.
so, the
Big
next
woman
part,
do a TED talk space at.
right? Yeah.
Ah!
So the next part of that is one is not superior or inferior to the other. They are simply different ways of expressing the universal human capacity for deep, meaningful connection.
Connection. Yes.
Do you
I
agree?
I do.
Okay.
And the reason why, if I may, one is not superior is because they will be used in different ways, like the way you love your parents or your spouse or your children or your friend. Those are all different, and one is not greater than the other. Everyone is in their place.
Right.
I think there should be an order, though. That's the
Yeah, yeah. There's an order.
definitely an order.
Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, for a deep dive into how platon- platonic bonds provide support and fulfillment outside of traditional romance, we ask this question. Ah, come back. Ah, stop that. My mouse is going crazy. Can platonic friends fall in love? So before I read the answer, Auntie Marva, do you think platonic friends can fall in love?
Yes.
Auntie Janisha?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, absolutely. Platonic friends frequently fall in love. In fact, many enduring romantic relationships begin as friendships, as this foundation provides high levels of trust, respect, and mutual understanding.
Until he made me want to smack him.
Uh-uh.
My fault.
Okay.
At least I didn't say his name.
That's funny. So, this part actually goes to the question that I asked in the beginning. Can men and women have platonic relationships? And the answer is yes. Men and women can absolutely be platonic friends. However, these relationships require a high level of emotional maturity, a clear boundary setting, and mutual respect to navigate potential challenges like shifting romantic feelings or the expectations of romantic partners. So, just on this part, have you been in a situation where your platonic friend became a romantic partner? Auntie Marva,
Yes.
Mm.
I could tell by the sigh.
Yes.
And did
Yes.
you find so did you find that because you were friends first that it was easier to transition into the romantic arena, or did you find it was or did you feel or did you find that th- you guys should have just remained friends? I'm not sure how to phrase it to
We,
make it sound
I will never allow one of my platonic friends to become my significant other ever again. Especially when we start off the way we were friends, like friends for a long time. Mm-mm.
okay.
I don't. It was a horrible ending, and I lost my friend. I wanted to go to prison. It just wasn't.
Okay.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Never again.
Okay.
And it was
Uh,
something that I think it was something that already. I think it goes with the whole my thought process of saying, my friends are my friends. My friends, I'm looking at my friends as my siblings. Like you,
right.
right? You my dog. So the way it ended, it was like a waste of a friendship, a really good friendship, years gone down the drain, and it was so bad. It was so bad that I had to isolate myself for a while to mentally bounce back from all the trauma that was caused. So yeah,
Mm,
it's a no for me.
okay. Aunt, Auntie Janisha.
Same. I've entered that territory um, before, and like Auntie Marva said, I lost my friend. Um, we're actually married, and during the course of the marriage, I learned some things about this person that, and I want to take responsibility because some of it I knew already, but I
Mhm.
didn't because they were my friend. Um, and it's hard to say that. Okay, because they were my friend. Like we used to double date and all kind of stuff, and there was never anything romantic.
Mm-hmm.
And then inside of the marriage, I learned why him and some of the other people did not work. And
Okay.
there were some behaviors I saw, but it was nothing real big. But then I saw it to the extent because we're together every single day, and oh, it's not just that; it's this and this and this too, that sort of thing. And it was. I also have a friend who we've gone the other route. We started out romantic, and then just platonic, just
Okay.
platonic, and which is awesome, awesome friend. And but unlike Auntie Marva, I would entertain um, that again, just because, you know.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
would have one person that I would entertain it with because they're the only ones in the realm of me dating a person because of age, I guess.
Right. Right. My care is gonna be coming soon, so I'm gonna have to mute because Sadie's gonna bark. But the next portion is the realities of cross-sex friendships. So attraction and boundaries. While a romantic spark or coitus tension isn't uncommon, studies and psychological discussions on platforms like Reddit suggest that successful platonic friends agree on a respect and clear boundaries. And the life stage matters. Experts note that these friendships can become easier to maintain as people grow older. Priorities shift from seeking romantic validation and valuing deep companionship, which makes strictly platonic bonds more straightforward. So, just on that section, what do you think about just that,
Yeah.
Auntie Marva?
Oh,
I don't know. I actually went down memory lane with this conversation, and I'm just, mm, I could just walk to wherever he at and punch him in his throat right now.
Well, it's your sister that brought up this topic,
And it's a
so
great topic. Don't get me wrong; it's a great topic. It's just, it was so traumatic, and it was just so bad. It was a loss.
so but do you feel that they say that with age comes wisdom? So do you feel that at your age now, because I know you said you won't ever, 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 which you should never say, I would never, ever, because that's the
Never,
minute you do it.
never,
Because the universe is like, oh, really?
never,
And then the universe is like,
never.
okay,
I will
we'll
never
see
do it
about
again.
that.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
Mm-mm.
universe, you heard it here.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I'm exercising my free will, baby. Never, never, ever, ever. Mm-mm. Nope.
Okay.
My new understanding of the word, he that finds a wife find a good thing. And the old people used to say, make sure that man is fully in love with you, head over heels in love with you. I believe that now. Who? Trial? Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Okay, I'm gonna have to mute so you guys keep talking.
Okay. Chase me. Make me know. Make me know
yeah.
and understand without a shadow of a doubt.
I feel so. The reason why, and I want to clear this up for anybody right now. because I have been in relationships, romantic ones, where the guys did not appreciate me having a male friend on any level, at any age. They didn't care. Um, but those were always deal breakers for me because my friends are my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And um, yeah, I value my friends. And a person that I am actually just started now, because that last guy did not drive me away from it, like Auntie Marva. Um, Quite honestly, even with all the horrible things that I found out, just backing up with the previous one, um, after I was gone, and it took a moment, but we were actually friends again afterwards.
Okay.
And that's how deep our friendship was prior to the marriage. The marriage was not that great, but our friendship before and after was. And so this particular person that I am, um, we're in conversation now. We've been friends for years, and my kid's dad, way back when, was like, "No, you're not having a friend." And I called him and told him, out of respect for my husband, we can't be friends anymore. And I expected him to be like, "What?" Give me some kind of pushback or whatever. It was kind of a slap to my ego, but it also showed me how much of a friend he was. He was like, "I understand. I don't want to cause problems in your household," and he backed off. And we didn't speak for a like way over a year until I finally just stood up for myself, and because he had alienated me, my kid's dad, from my family, from male, female, it didn't matter. He was just that type of person.
Mm-hmm.
And so I called this friend up again, and I was, after some time, and I told him, and we just picked up like nothing ever happened. That was my first time really feeling true friendship and acceptance from a human. That was the first time, because I didn't know what to expect when I called him the first time, and I certainly didn't when I called back to be like, "Hey, can we be friends again?" Right.
Right.
So now we're here, and what your question, age and maturity, we're here now, and he and I have been having a great go of it. It's only been about a month, but a great go.
Okay.
The conversation's good and deeper, and we have memories of young stuff, and it's yeah.
Okay. So now you are brought me to the next point of partner involvement. And it says friendships can get more complicated when one or both individuals enter a committed romantic relationship. Open communication with partners and transparency about boundaries help prevent misunderstandings. And then we are going into the keys to success. So, clear expectations, ensuring all parties are on the same page regarding the nature of the relationship. Shared interests, fostering a genuine bond rooted in mutual respect, shared hobbies, and emotional support rather than hidden romantic agendas. And then the last one is communication, addressing romantic feelings swiftly and honestly if they do arise, rather than letting unexpressed expectations ruin the friendship. So, um, Auntie Marva, have you been in a situation where your romantic partner did not want you to have a platonic friend of the opposite gender?
Yep.
And how did you deal with that?
I did the same thing as Auntie Janisha said. I respected it, thinking I'm meeting my partner with their, the things that their demands, because I had my own demands. thinking I was meeting my partner with their demands, but in reality, and he was just isolating me. He was isolating me. He was just trying to get me behind myself, and that relationship turned very abusive. Um, so yeah, if
It's-
I mean, I'll still do that again. Don't get me wrong, I will do it again, depending on the motive.
right.
Depending on the motive, but I openly address a lot of things now. I'm very verbal because communication is key. I am very, very verbal when it
Mhm.
comes to trying to understand me, the things that I need, and the thing my partner need. So I talk and I ask questions and I ask questions and I talk and I ask some more questions.
Right.
Cause I don't need nobody playing on my top. Cause I'm willing to go to prison and tell my
See, s- so I guess for me, it's totally different because when I when I met someone and I was doing things with my male friend, I just told him, I'm like, my friends are my friends, and I am going to do stuff with my friends. If there's something that I want to do, if you're not interested in doing them, I am going to ask my friends, whether it be my female friends or my male friends. And you have to be okay with that because my friends are just that, friends. I've known them a lot longer than I've known you, and we're just going to have to come to some sort of um agreement because like I'm not going to tell you you can't see your female friend that you've known for 20,000 years just because I'm in the picture. So if you're not okay with that, then you let me know now. So I don't
and
know.
that's
But
just
that's
that on that.
huh?
And that's just that on that. If they're
Yeah.
just like 100% just insecure, yeah, now go ahead, move along.
Yeah. Because I can't deal with the jealousy or the you can't hang out with that person because it's a guy. I mean that's just crazy. Okay.
And to be
So
and to be honest and fair, there are so many people that play games and cloak for one another until because there are some of his friends I couldn't stand because I knew they were cloaking for him, and these are male friends of his. So it's some of them I didn't want him hanging out with. You know what I mean? And
right.
um, I now this is in the friendship, marriage, friendship again person. He had no problem with my male friends because he knew what kind of person I was prior to marriage.
Mhm.
But once we got a business, then certain other people started hanging around our business who were never a part of the circle before. So these are
Mm,
like new people that were just in our orbit. Now they're hanging closer, and he's allowing them that. And it's like, I'm that person that, yeah, I don't really want you hanging out with them because platonic friends, but they were male. That was male to male.
right.
So it definitely goes both ways.
Right. So there is an article and it is by the Greater Good magazine, and I'll have the link, and it is called How Men and Women Can Be Friends Without Coitus Getting in the Way. And as y'all know, I'm not going to read the whole article to you, but pretty much what it was saying is that to have good boundaries, to not make your partner feel isolated, and it's just a really good article. So you just really need to just read it. you know. Um, but what I found interesting though is that, and I don't know, um, if it's still, if it's really all that true, because I don't know. There's so many alphabets in the community, and each alphabet operates differently. But they were saying that, it says one thing researchers has found is that the LGBTQ plus individuals are more likely to remain friends with former romantic partners and more likely to be satisfied in those friendships than heterosexuals. Friendships often play a role in their lives, offering support, intimacy, and acceptance for creating and sustaining meaningful identities in a dominant culture at odds with their norms and minority status. So I don't know, because I meet a lot of, well, I don't meet a lot, but I talk to a lot of people in the community who say they don't feel a part of the community, and they have a hard time making friends in the community. That's why I was saying I don't know how true that is today with all the different alphabets in
Wait,
the.
are you saying that they're the community as far as the, I don't like saying alphabet. That sounds crazy. Um, the gay community, because it is gay.
Yeah,
Okay, so are
yeah.
you saying people in the gay community are reporting that they are having a hard time finding friendship in or
Some,
in
some
connection in the gay community?
yeah, some of them
Wow.
are. Some
Okay.
of them are saying that, you know, but according to this article, they are more likely to have more, um form more, they're more friends with their ex romantic partners, and they're more satisfied in those friendships than heterosexuals are.
I can see that being the case. So
Yeah,
because they have a common, let's just call it struggle, because of the broader community. So that thing is pulling them together. So they may, after making a connection, psychologically and emotionally, you may just still tend to keep it.
right,
And I'm sorry, everybody is not gay. It's not all gay, because some people just like
right,
to dress.
right.
So my fault. No disrespect to anyone. I didn't mean that. So I guess it would be the alphabet community. I don't know.
Right, because I'm like, I think it depends on where you fall in the community, because not everyone in the community have felt this or have had this experience.
That's wild.
So, but for those that have, I don't know any. Well, that's not true. I do know a couple people who are still friends with their ex partners,
So I've had this
but
question
not
to
many.
do.
Go
It
ahead.
has to do with gender, because I have wondered. I've had a romantic attraction to a male, and then nothing ever came of it. We never entertained anything or whatever, but there was an attraction, right?
Right.
And they just turned out to be a really good friend, male female. We had a conversation one day, and he said it's funny because I was attracted to you too, and we just never nothing. And it's there's not even a, well, I wouldn't say we're both attractive people, but we've still, even after this conversation, never nothing, right?
Right.
The conversation that we had was, why is it so wild? Like, just because you're male, because if it was a female, I wouldn't have had the attraction because I'm not attracted to females. Why is there an automatic attraction to the opposite sex like that? Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of a friendship, you're attracted to the light in them first. You're attracted to the attractiveness in them first. That almost sounds crazy to ask, but I mean, it's a real question that I have.
Yeah.
'Cause I have it
Well,
for
I
women.
I think we tend to gravitate toward people that have similar beliefs or similar qualities, and like attracts like, but it doesn't always need to be a, but it's not always a romantic attraction. Like, so I was having this conversation with my cousin, and she and I was saying, well, I know when I meet someone if they're going to be in my life long term or short term. And I know that I'm going to learn something from them, or they're going to play a pivotal role in my life. And I was like, you know how that is, right? And she's like, no. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, when you meet someone, you don't know if they're going to be in your life for the long or short term, or if they're going to have a significant impact in your life. And she's like, no. And I was like, oh, interesting. So I don't know. Is that what you mean? I mean, that's what I think that you mean.
Yeah, that's um pretty. I guess so. Because
But
we both left left ended the conversation scratching our head, like, because that is wild. That he's a heterosexual man too, and he's like, yeah, because I don't have an attraction to men, but why, just not why not, but like you approach friendship first with the same sex if you're a heterosexual person. You don't approach it romantically, even considering it romantically, usually, when you're heterosexual. You just approach it.
you just approach it. I
But with
don't.
the opposite sex, if you find them attractive, there's romanticism first, then friendship. A lot of times, I won't say it's 100%, but
Mm,
like it's
I
natural to do that. But why?
see. That's a scientific. Didn't I tell you when you gave me that last science um assignment that I don't do science?
I think you did
You're
a
asking.
job.
You're like, I think you do.
You did.
I don't do science. Ask. You should ask that question to Neil. What's his name? Neil.
Neil deGrasse.
Yes, you should ask him those scientific questions. You should ask him those questions. He has great insight. He could answer
Or
that.
Bill Nye, the science guy.
Yes, you can ask him. Don't
Somebody,
ask me
anybody
science.
but you.
Yeah, don't ask me scientific questions. Those are big scientific universal questions. I don't deal in that's not in my wheelhouse. You didn't have me research that.
Well, I do. I want I want to get to the meeting. Where are we on this? Because
Okay, so
we
we
lost thoughts on it.
we are, well, because we're into like the relationship part of it, and now we're on after the breakup.
Right.
So yeah. So if
I'm back, by the way. I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know if it's the signal or the app or I don't know what's happening, but I'm here.
Oh, okay. So if cross sex relationships are problematic, what are we to make of former romantic partners who remain friends? It may have worked for Seinfeld's Jerry and Elaine and Sex in the City's Carrie and Mr. Big until they got back together and tied the knot. That is that is, but can it work in the real world? I don't know any I don't know, I've heard of these shows. I've never watched any of these shows, so I have no idea who these characters are.
But they definitely can work.
Okay.
I said my friend, we messed our friendship up with the marriage. And sometimes when I think back on all of the hurtful things that happened, and not that I'm not guilty of anything in the marriage, it wasn't all him, but some of the hurtful things that happened, I do question: was he ever a friend to me? Do you know what I mean? But
Mhm.
at the same time, we had a friendship because again, like we were speaking on love, it's on different levels, right? It's not like
Right.
you're never gonna have it out with your friend. And some of the ways he crossed me, I do understand. He crossed me as a spouse. He did not cross me as a friend.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I can
So,
I can separate those. And we had a beautiful friendship after the fact. Even my kid's dad. We were never friends before. We dated and got married and then were enemies, frenemies for a minute. But he was my friend at the end of the day. When it was all said and done, my friend.
okay, so I have a question. So you said that you were friends and then you dated and then you got married and then he was doing these things that um
Mm-hmm.
that broke the relationship up. So here's my question. Was he doing these things while you were friends, and because it wasn't directed toward you, you ignored it, or was this something that he was hiding from you?
That was it. So I've thought over that a lot, and I was kind of alluding to that before. And um, he was hiding them, and I would say it's because of the respect. I would say that he had. Like maybe his homeboys knew, but because I'm a girl, I didn't know this stuff. And I
Okay.
think that went to our what we were talking about earlier. Like, yeah, I don't show up the same way with men as I do women. I can ask them certain questions, like Auntie Marvel was saying, a man that I can't talk to with my female friends because they're gonna get too emotional, and all the things that we do. You know what I mean? They're gonna, they may start male bashing a little bit because of hurts, but the brothers are gonna tell me they talk to me like my brothers do.
Right.
They tell me what to look out for, whatever, because they're a man, you know.
Right.
So I think yeah, some stuff he hid from me, some of his personality, because we used to speak straight to each other too. So I would tell him where I felt like he was wrong,
Mm,
and I don't think that probably he wanted to hear that from me or wanted to appear a certain way in front of me
gotcha.
out of respect or whatever.
Do you remember, um I want to say it was like in the mid 90s to mid 2000s. John Tesh. Do you remember who John Tesh? Do you know who John
Oh
Tesh
yeah, I
is?
love John Tesh.
So do you he used to have this radio
Yeah.
show, and it was called um
Mm.
oh, what was it called? Some intelligence and intelligence for of your life, intelligence for your life.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Hmm.
So I got the best advice that I've ever gotten. I got from listening to his show. And there were a few things um on his show that he said that really helped me with relationships. But the main thing that he said was, he was like, ladies, this is just for you. He was like, when you ask your guy a question, whatever that question is, that is the answer. So there's no reason to analyze it. There's no reason to re to come back later and be like, did you mean this or did you mean that? Whatever the answer is, that is the answer. So my question to you is, because you said that he hid things from you, but my question to you is, was he really hiding them, or was he like showing them to you but not? I don't know how to I don't know how to answer, how to ask my question.
Was
It's
I pretending that I did not see them?
yeah.
It's straight to your point. Um, he was so neither one of those. He did not hide who he was. He just started being who he was.
Okay.
Like it was all out in the open who he was. Like if people around town could tell me, like I just found out who he actually was, like some of the things he was into.
Okay.
Uh, I even knew that I was not his type to begin with. We just were two quote unquote decent people that this deserved a decent person in our lives. That's how we came to be a couple.
Oh.
That's friends looking at each other and be like, you deserve somebody decent, and you deserve somebody decent, and we just started up our thing that way.
Okay. Okay. So it wasn't based on a romantic feeling or a romantic connection.
It
It
actually,
was just based on, you're decent, I'm decent, let's get
yeah,
together.
as nutty as that sounds when you just said it, yes,
Okay.
because we were only friends, never flirted, not even winking an eye, nothing. And a lot of people don't even think that that thing can exist. But yeah,
Well, it can exist because
absolutely.
I have lots of male friends that I have not not lots. I have two male friends that I have not flirted with or seen in that way. So yeah, that I don't get that. That doesn't make sense to me. But I'm on the spectrum. So a lot of things that that normal brain people do don't make sense to me.
Which thing?
I don't understand the logic of that. You're a
Or
decent
how we got.
person. I'm a decent person, so let's get together. I'm like,
You know why? Because I'm not against arranged marriages. I'm also not. I'm not against, nor for at this point, but I'm not against polygamy. I
right,
think it's
we've had
all
that.
question, what are we doing this for? I do believe that relationships are business, all of them. Yours with your children, all of them, business. But it's just like love. It's the type of exchange that you're agreeing upon. I think that people just need to be true to what do we agree on. Okay, then this is what we're doing.
Okay.
That's me. With
I
that one, I would love to be in a loving friendship, right?
right.
But at that time in both of our lives, that's where we were. You deserve, yep, and you deserve, and well, we right here. Now it was a mistake in a lot of ways, but a lot of things happened for me in that relationship too that wouldn't have happened um, with someone else because
So
continued the he continued some of the stuff that we did have as friends, but I think that's probably more or less who he was as
right.
well as who I was.
Okay. So how can I say this without, okay, I'm just gonna say it because I don't know
Yeah, just
any other way to say it. So what benefit did you get from that relationship? I get, how did that relationship serve you?
it served me in that he was very um okay, when I think back and thought back, he was not he was not quote unquote taking care of the women that he was dating. It was very half-assed, if I can. With me, he actually I could have been a kept woman. I kind of was. We had a business that he loved being the face of. He liked being the big man running the business, and he would send me off on all the trips. I was able to go back to school. I got a degree. Like he took care of. He was more like the old school. Y'all know how y'all granddaddies used to cheat and Big Mama act like she ain't know.
Yeah.
But he took care of home. That's how this man was with me.
Okay.
The only difference is those women back in the day, they didn't come by the house. They didn't call the phone. They didn't anything. I received a lot of disrespect that I never would have expected my friend in him to allow me to suffer.
Okay.
And that's why I called him a horrible husband.
Okay. But you didn't, okay, but
I didn't
how
answer.
did it, okay, but how did it serve you? I guess
I was able to. I didn't have to work when I was with other people. I didn't
no, no,
have.
no, 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 no. Okay.
How did it serve me? Which way? Mentally, emotionally? What do you mean? Physically, I was able to go. I made a lot of contacts. I went back to school. Like I said, I got my degree. I did everything I wanted to do. I traveled. I wasn't able to do that before.
okay. So, um I'm trying to think of a way that I can ask it to where you're
And I
understanding
will
it.
throw in there that he did those things. It was hush money, and to get me out of the way. Yeah, let me go out of town so he can do some dirt and all the things. So it served him in that way.
No, 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 that's not that's not what I mean when I say when I'm asking how did it serve you. Okay. Um okay. So when me and my last partner were together, right? Um he him being in my life when I'm asking how did how did it serve you? So I'm gonna use this as an example and maybe it will help you to see what I mean when I ask that question. Okay. So when me and my last partner were together, he brought out in me a a confidence and a um a depth in me that helped me to under to help me realize that him being in my life, he while he was an extremely good person, he he instilled a lot of things in me, he also made me realize that our connection could be better. So when I'm asking how did he serve you? So he
Oh, what
served
did I learn?
by giving me this confidence and this and he brought out infection in me because I'm not the most affectionate of people.
Oh, is it
That's what I
what did
mean.
I learn about myself, or what did I learn in general?
So that's what I mean. And how did he serve you? What what did he bring out in you? I guess
Oh,
I'm not explaining.
so did you hear what I just asked you for
No,
clarity?
what did you ask?
Are you then asking what I learned about myself or learned in general, basically? Like what was strengthened in me or whatever?
I guess I'm
Huh?
learning, like, it's hard. I don't know. I'm not explaining it correctly, I guess.
That's what
Um,
it sounds like, because you were saying how it changed you or what it caused you to see in yourself, what you recognize.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Okay.
how did he serve you?
Yeah. So basically, and I take that to be how um because I don't find it to be a serving thing, simply because I could have learned that from a book, right, or some other method that wasn't as painful. But I learned um it was quite a bit that I learned that I did have a certain level of staying power. Because with my kids' dad, when I made up in my mind that I was leaving, I left half cocked. With this person, I actually planned, and I left with something. And I planned for my future moving forward even after I was gone. So it showed me that I don't have to surrender everything just to exit. I don't have to burn the house down. I hope I'm answering your question, because that was the best way forward for me. And it actually showed me, and this was later. This is after he called to announce that he had kids along on the way. It showed me that I wasn't holding a grudge, because immediately after he said, I got something to tell you. I said, you have a baby on the way, because he always wanted his own kid. And I said, you have a baby on the way. And then he was like, twins. And I was so happy, genuinely happy, like right then and there on the spot. It showed me how much I actually missed my friend, how much we actually still had a friendship, that he would call with this excitement to tell me this thing that he just learned.
Mhm.
Like that, the whole marriage years, that was nothingness on this phone call. And it was so, we were so friends, so much. Our friendship came back to where I said, "Ooh, I'm gonna be the godmama," like right in the same like breath. We're like, and then we stopped talking and laughed. And then he said, "You're thinking what I'm thinking." I said, "Yeah, that girl gonna kill both of us. She's not gonna have it." Because we
Mm,
went back to friend mode. That's what it showed me. But it was more, I think I learned more after the fact, after it was all said and done.
mm-hmm,
Which, when I expressed to you why I even came up with this topic, it has a lot to do with that. The things that you realize about friends,
okay, right.
the stuff we may never know. When they say you think you know somebody, that is just the truth.
True.
You think you
Because people only show you what they want to show you.
might.
Yeah. I don't understand that. I don't understand. So like there was someone had gave me this book to read and it was oh, what was that book called? Oh my gosh. It was this dating book. But anyway, I read this book and it was so manipulative. It was like if he doesn't call you by Wednesday, then tell him you're not available even if you are. Um oh my gosh, what is the name of that book? I would not recommend. See, I hated the book so much I can't even think of the
Yeah,
name of
that
it.
advice is swirling around. Like that's on so many
Yes, and I'm
levels
like
all over the place.
that is so manipulative. It's like if he calls me on a Thursday and says, "Hey, are you free tonight? Do you want to go grab dinner?" If I'm free, I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, let's go grab dinner." I'm not gonna be like, "No," because you didn't call me Wednesday at midnight. So no, I'm not doing that. I find that very manipulative. And I feel that any person who reads this book and does that, and if a man can be manipulated that easily, then he is not the man for me. But that's just me.
It's foolishness. Ugh. I like being me with the person, and I don't know. I'll just get into it. So, do we have another point?
No, no, that was the end.
Okay, because I really would like to know if I'm thinking on this. So I recently had a friend that passed away, and we were really close. And he confided in me at some point about this lady at his church. Um, that she had a crush on him, and she would always come and sit on his row, and didn't really like her. Um, but what should he do? Because should he give her a chance? Because she has some qualities, whatever. I said, well, you never know where it could go, whatever. And he was saying that she was an older lady and da da da, all these different things.
Okay.
Come to find out, they were. I learned this at the funeral. Made me feel like, why'd you lie? Because we were not romantic like that. And I was out on the road, which is why I hadn't met her. So I come home. This service happens almost immediately after I got here. He and she were fully a couple. She had videos, she had text messages, she had photos. Like, what in all of heck? Why did he feel the need to? Well, I know why. Well, I haven't. I have ideas as to why he lied to me, but I can't even kick the casket. I can't. Nothing. Like, why? Why?
Well,
It just made me question. Like, friendship, because I am what you were just saying. Why I want to go ahead into is because I am a pretty open person. I do tend to be me. Probably exposed too many of my cards at the beginning, but I like that. 'Cause at the end of the day, I can be confident that, well, you already knew who I was, or I didn't hold back. I
Let
don't.
me ask you this question.
I didn't not call you.
Let me ask you this question. When you begin information like this, do you take it all for face value, or do you ever question any of it?
Yeah, I questioned stuff, but we had the conversation so many times. Like, well, not so many times, but every now and then it would come up. I'd be like, "How's so and so?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm still not sure about that," or something like that. But yeah, I question stuff.
I mean, questioning in a way to make him believe, like, man, I don't believe nothing you just said.
Yeah, I did. In the beginning, I did, because we were joking around with it. I was like, "What's wrong with her?
Yes.
Because you ain't said nothing wrong with her." Like, what? Yeah, I don't know. And then I just left it like that. There was no reason for me to push, or at least I didn't feel the need to really insert my "I don't believe you,"
I was about to
especially
say you ain't
because
have no
So,
type of
it
like a
it was my
tingling spidey sense.
no,
yeah.
nope, none. Because we talked all the time.
That's what
So,
made me. That's what would make me wonder if you actually had some type of something pop up, like, uh,
Nope, I
yeah.
never heard nobody in the background. Like, to this day, I'm wondering, okay, when did this lady, did she work all the time? Or, because we spoke in the mornings, in the afternoon, sometimes in the evening here and there. Like, I just don't see, again, and they fully live together.
uh,
So it could have been that she was one of those people that just didn't say anything in the background. He's on the phone. A lot of guys I've learned um they're manipulative like that. They will have their as long as they can talk to the person while you're present, then that's their cloak, if you know what I mean. I've dealt with somebody like that before.
So I
So
guess
maybe
I
they can tell you as their person, "Oh, but you already know, you already see me talking to them." That.
so I guess I'm confused about something. And I'm kind of wondering, so this was a platonic friend.
Yes.
Okay, but was it someone that you didn't want to be a platonic friend? Were your feelings changing for this person? Because I'm kind of confused as to um why why is bothering you that this other person was in their life. If
Because
you
they didn't tell me that the person was, that they lied about the position that the person held in their life. Why? And I felt so bad for her at the service. Like, this man running around lying, and y'all have a full, and she was the one taking care. I pulled her aside and I was like, "Thank you for taking care of my friend." The whole time I'm angry at my quote unquote friend, but I felt bad. Like, this lady was taking care of this man until he left here, and he got down very bad. So she should have been given all kinds of respect.
oh,
man, them folks play all day.
They do. They do.
yeah, okay. Anyway, that was a very interesting topic, and thank you for the topic, Auntie Janisha. And as usual, I learned something. I learned something from all the topics that we do. Um, we don't have a lot of time, so we're gonna quickly run through the segments. Auntie Marva, do you have anything for Career Corner?
Yeah, I got something.
Why you say it like that?
I got
Like
something.
I'm bugging you about a
No,
segment
you
that
ain't. You
you that
ain't
you
bugging.
wanted to
You ain't bugging. This subject is touchy for me.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why
It's
I
the
kind of been over
subject.
here in the corner with my nose on the wall.
Oh, okay.
Um, so no big grand anecdote about the topic or the focus of my sharings right now. I just got three jobs for y'all. All right,
All
they
right.
entry level, they're remote, and they're available. We got CareerScape. This company is offering remote positions all around the country, decent yearly annual rates and benefits. You know, vision, dental, 401k, yada yada. Blah, blah, blah. The first position they have available is the office support specialist. This again is remote. This position has been posted for only 4 days, so it's fresh, fresh, fresh. Um, the role range between 65,000 and 80,000 a year, depending on your experience, and all you doing is providing day-to-day administrative support to the internal teams. Um, and just to be clear, CareerScape is a is it's supporting client. Um, it's front facing. It's a front facing company, and they help individuals get jobs.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't need a lot of experience, especially for this particular. You just need a high school diploma or equivalent. You can have an associate's or a bachelor's, and you don't need much experience. All right,
All right.
that is the office support specialist. Next up, Auntie Destiny, I'm sending that to you now,
Okay,
so you can
perfect.
drop that in the thing. They are all the same company also has an employee experience coordinator. Again, remote. This was posted 17 hours ago.
Wow.
Yes, so it's freshly remote and freshly posted and same, very similar, uh, very similar requirements. But this position works closely with HR teams, managers, and employees to coordinate employee programs, organize engagement activities, support onboarding, blah blah blah. Um, and same exact requirements to be hired, and that is the employee experience coordinator. Both with CareerScape, remote. You could be anywhere in the country, and, and it come with benefits.
Yay, we like benefits.
Next is the data entry. These are for my techies. Data entry coordinator junior position. This was posted 13 hours ago. Remote, full time. You can be anywhere. And this company is called Sunday with two Y's. Sunday with two Y's. And they're seeking a motivated and detailed oriented data entry coordinator junior to join the team remotely. Entry level position offers a unique opportunity to kickstart your career in data management while enjoying the flexibility of working from your home. High school diploma or equivalent, strong detail and accuracy, yada yada whoop whoop wop wop. That is the data entry coordinator junior. And that is with Sunday with two Y's. Oh,
Okay.
I didn't send that other one to you, Auntie, but I'm gonna send you this one.
Okay. No, because when you were doing that, it made me think. Did you ever see the movie Hotel
Yep,
Transylvania
yep.
when when Vlad was like, I don't say blah blah blah. That's what it made me think about what you were doing.
And he definitely says blah blah blah.
He's like, he's like, you just said blah because you said I said blah. I was saying I don't say blah blah blah. So, Auntie Tanisha, uh, do you have anything for what were they thinking?
No, not this month.
Okay. And
I did
so,
want to share that there are other positions available with CareerScape. They so tap on if that job description doesn't feel right to you, check out the careers tab. They have other positions available. You got chat support specialists, workforce coordinators, and this is all helping and assisting other peoples to find work.
oh,
So it's very
perfect.
meaningful work. Yeah.
I'll have to I'll have to look them up.
Yep.
Um so I see you, I hear you, parents. Grab your child, grab your calendar, pick your night of the week to do your activity. Auntie Janisha, do you have anything for Auntie's bookshelf?
Um, yes. Um, Actually, it's on the what we're talking about today. Platonic. Hold on a second. Platonic, how the science of attachment can help you make and keep friends.
Oh,
Yes. Gets
okay.
4.4 stars on, I won't say which platform. Run on my
Okay.
kids. Yeah.
Okay, send it to me. You should have sent me that at the beginning. I could have read it. I could have got some good
My
insights.
version.
So, but
And
yeah,
we're in the different countries. It is in 6 languages too.
is it?
So that's a cool thing.
Oh, okay. So for Black inventors, we are on a Madam C.J. Walker. She was the first African American woman to become a self made millionaire after creating a line of hair products geared toward Black hair. She created the first Madam Walker's Wonderful Hair Grower in 1905 and is a Netflix series based upon her life, self made, and it premiered in March 2020. And we don't have time to do open topics. We went way over. So, Auntie Janisha, I hope
Yeah.
that I did a good job with your topic.
You did. You did. I just want to say, and it's not taking anything away from Sister Mother, Madam C.J. Walker, but we did just lose George E. Johnson, who is the founder of the Johnson Products Company.
Oh,
Black women know the stuff. Ultra
oh,
Sheen, Afro Sheen, all the things. Yeah, he
oh,
passed away on the 6th this month.
oh, he did.
Yes, he did.
Oh,
And the co-founder of the company.
and the co-founder. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, his our condolences to his family and friends.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah, it was a very interesting topic. And don't forget, next month you guys have to have the four movies that represent your life. That was your homework
What?
assignment.
But it went from one to four movies?
It was always four
Oh, four.
movies.
Oh.
That was your homework assignment that I assigned last month.
Gosh.
So next
Okay.
month,
Okay.
I don't want to hear, oh, Auntie, I ain't have time. I gave you 2 whole months.
I have the movies that
and
represent my life. Oh.
Well, we
and
only have
now
2 weeks actually.
and now it is officially on the air, so you can't say I didn't tell you. I have receipts.
Right? That's 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Birthday. What
2
month
weeks
are
from
we?
now. Yeah. So, um yes, this was a very interesting topic, and it gave me a lot of insights, because I don't really platonic relationships are platonic relationships. I don't really dive that much into them, so it was a lot to unpack, and there was a lot to learn. So thank you for the topic. Oh, and that book that I said is called The Rules. Oh, that book was the most manipulative book ever. I took that book back and exchanged it for a vampire book. I was like, "Can I exchange this for a vampire book?" And they're like, "Sure." I'm like, "Thanks."
You ain't like it.
No, that it was so manipulative. I did not. I did not. Mm-mm. No. I don't need to manipulate anyone to be with me. And plus two, there's so much work that you have to do to in order to get in the relationship. There's no way you can maintain a relationship like that.
Yeah, it's built off lies and who you would not naturally be.
Yeah. There
That's
is
right. It's
it's
exhausting.
yeah, it isn't it's not sustainable. So if I can't go in being who I am, then I don't need to do it. So, but we have come to the end of another show, which is always sad when we're at the end.
Lord Jesus.
I know. I know. I say that every I say that every month. But it's true every month because I love recording with you guys. I love hanging out with you guys, and even though I give you guys a hard time about your topics, I really do secretly enjoy all the research and the learning that I get to do, even the scientific ones.
Mm.
Even the
That-
scientific questions.
even the scientific ones that I say I don't like, but I secretly do like them because I do learn a lot. Um, but everyone, thank you again for listening and for your support. And tune in again next month. We love you all. Have a safe, wonderful July, and we will see you all next month.
Toodaloo.
Peace, love, and happiness.
Auntie, listen out.